Hey everyone, and welcome back to a new vlog. It is Friday afternoon and I'm getting busy in the kitchen. I'm making quinoa tabbouleh right now, and then I'm also making a lemon and vegetable dish with like a lemon egg sauce slash soup, depending on how thin you make it, slash stew. I don't know. I've actually never made the recipe before, but it's like a Turkish one I looked up and it sounded delicious. So I am making that, and then a side salad. And my girlfriends are coming over tonight and we're gonna drink a lot of wine and snack on a lot of food and just really enjoy connecting after a long time apart. So I'm very excited about that. I'm gonna get cooking and yeah, we'll catch up in just a minute. That's the tabbouleh done. I'm gonna work on the chicken and veg next, but I think I need to do a quick tidy first before my friends come. Happy Saturday. It's around 1 in the afternoon. I've taken it very easy this morning because, well, I'll show you. There were 4 of us and we did 7 bottles of wine. So that's a lot. It was a lot of wine. And I'm feeling it this morning, as are all the rest of my friends. But it was good. It was really, really good to see those women and really enjoy just reconnecting with them after a while. So worth it, I would say. But yeah, I'm just trying to get myself into a bit of a better state. I just got out of the shower and I think I'm gonna do my hair and makeup today, which I don't do very often, but I think that will help. And then, I don't know, I need to find an easy task to do for today, one that doesn't require a lot of thinking, because it's a bit of a headache. But yeah, that's where we're at. I'm gonna go for a long walk later this afternoon with my friends. Maybe grab some dinner somewhere, either in one of the neighborhoods around here or nearby the condo. What did you get?
I'm just gonna warm my eggs.
Pasta, and then he got
I got some egg.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday. Sorry for the background and what is looking like a dirty mirror. I clearly need to do some cleaning, and I'm still settling into like all the different areas and needing to figure out storage. So the background's a bit of a mess and it's laundry day. But I digress. So yesterday was really nice. Svet and Mira and I ended up going on like a 10-mile walk. We went through the Ballard Locks, which is just down the street from my place, and then we cut over to Discovery Park, which if you follow me on Instagram, hint hint, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen a couple of stories of that. That was a beautiful day. The clouds were really cool yesterday. Like the lighting was really fun. So I took a few videos of that, and yeah, just really enjoyed walking with them and catching up. We ended up doing dinner in Magnolia, which is a neighborhood kind of directly south of the canal from where I live. Not one that I go to very often. It's kind of like, it's really family and very residential. There's just not a whole lot there that people like me would want to go to. But it was actually quite nice. Beautiful houses. Like, it's a pretty nice area to wander through, and it's right along the sound. So that was really nice to see. I hadn't done that before. So we actually stopped off at this Peruvian restaurant called Pink Salt, and I got what's called Aji de Gallina. Yeah, so it was nice to try some kind of new Latin food that I hadn't tried before, and I liked my dish. I think it could have used a little bit more flavoring, but it was good. It was pretty mild, but tasty, so that was nice, and totally different from anything I've had before, so that was really fun. And then we came back to my place, and it was like about a 5 and 6 hour like jaunt through the neighborhood. So that was really pleasant. Today I'm about to head out to meet, not Svet, I'm meeting Mira again, but we're also meeting up with Yev and Anna, who are a couple of my friends. I don't think Mira and Yev and Anna have met, so introducing some people, and we're going to wander through the market. And actually the Ballard Farmers Market is kind of like a destination for everybody in the city. They come over here, they get brunch, they wander through the market. I just really enjoy Ballard. It's I think I've mentioned it before, but it's not necessarily the most convenient part of the city to get to, but once you're here, there's just a ton of stuff, and so people come and make a day of it, so that's really fun. Anyway, I'm gonna take out my garbage, all 7 wine bottles from Friday. I'm feeling far more recovered, far better than yesterday. I was in rough shape yesterday. But yeah, I'm gonna head on out, grab another coffee, because you could basically inject it straight into my bloodstream and I still wouldn't feel much. I probably should cut back on my coffee intake, honestly. I should try and kind of wean myself off a bit, but I mean, do I really want to do that? I don't know. Anyway, let's get going. Let's show you the market, and then we'll come back and do some more puttering around the house and get a running. Forgot to show you the outfit of the day. Nothing too crazy. Got we got the kids, per usual. I've got these Good American skinnies. I like Good American because they're really high-waisted, which works really well for my body. I've got my, let's see if we can get the colors to show up. Kind of see it there. Got my colorful plaid scarf, which is sort of like my go-to scarf. Blank NYC jacket. Stod Mini Shirley. This bag is a workhorse. Yeah, and a little lightweight sweater. So real simple, nothing too crazy, but very comfortable, still cute and casual. Perfect for the market. Well, I'm definitely a blogging failure. I was so concentrated on catching up with my friends that I completely forgot to take any footage of the market when we went. And then when I went back to try and get footage, it was already closing down and it just wasn't worth it. So I'm very sorry, I totally failed. But catching up with Yev and Anna was really good. They're doing some house shopping, and so we were just kind of talking about our experiences, and yeah, hopefully they'll find something. It is definitely a crazy market, especially for what they're looking for. And now I'm going to go for a run out to Golden Gardens, which is the beach just down the road. I think it's going to be roughly 5 to 6 miles, we'll see. But I will definitely take some footage there so you can see what that is like. Yeah, so sorry, but at least we can go for a run together. Okay, I'm back from my run. It was like about 5 miles there and back, which is it's like exactly the length I'm looking for right now. So that's awesome. And it was a really nice trail, which I think hopefully I've got some good footage that I was able to show you. Anyway, the trail was really nice, and it's a good day for running. It's like overcast and not, not too hot. So that's really nice. And then because it's along the sound, you get a bit of a breeze, so that was nice too. And the park was nice as always. Everything's nice. It's the word of the day. But it occurred to me while I was running that there are some things, like, it's a new route for me, and there's some things that I noticed that are always a challenge for me. And if you are unaware, I am legally blind. I mentioned it in my first video, but I don't really think I've talked about it too much. I think in one of my earlier videos I also talked about like why I made the color choices I did in my condo, and how my vision impacts that. But yeah, so if you're new, I am legally blind, and I'm super light sensitive. But today is a great day for me to run because it's not particularly bright out. It's like overcast and kind of gray. And because I'm light sensitive, that is obviously much easier for me to deal with than very bright sun. So that was nice. And the trail was nice and wide and like really smooth. Sometimes when I'm running on the streets, obviously, I mean, everybody deals with this, but I like take the problems you have and then like multiply them. And that's in terms of intensity. And that's probably what I'm dealing with most of the time. So, you know, if the street is a little uneven and you kind of feel like, you know, it's not the greatest running, it's extra difficult for me because I can't really tell how uneven the ground is sometimes, especially if it's bright out, because then my vision is basically like a whiteout. So I'm really thankful for a really smooth, even, what is it called? Asphalt, yeah. Smooth, even asphalt trail. That's really nice for me. That means I don't have to worry about like differences in the gravel and the ground. So that was really nice. But there is one spot where there's a light that you have to stop for, and I can't figure out. I just was standing there forever because I couldn't actually see the light across the way to tell if I could cross or not. So that was one thing, and they didn't have like the sound to tell you. So that's one of the challenges I come across anytime I'm running in the city is I really struggle when we're at big intersections, can I cross the street or not? Which is a little unsafe, and this was fine. We were on a trail and it was just this one spot. But I'm definitely gonna need to check that area out a little bit more in lighting conditions where I can see it, because what I then do is I am pretty good at memorizing or remembering like the lights follow this pattern, so I know when I come to a specific intersection that light goes and then those cars go and then it's my turn, and then like, you know what I mean? So I'm just very cognizant of things like that in my day-to-day life when I'm running around, and I need to know what the traffic patterns are so that I can safely move about. Because even though I say safely move, I see very well in all actuality, but I do struggle, and particularly when it's bright out, I struggle a lot. So I just thought I would share that because I don't talk a lot about my disability, and like the part of the thing that I want to do is show that if you have a disability, that doesn't mean that you can't live your life very fully. I still do lots and lots of things, but there are like challenges that I have to overcome, or things that I'm very cognizant of and notice that other people don't. Like, I don't think that most people have to memorize the patterns of the lights within their like zone or on their run route because they can't see across the street, right? And then you're like, well, do I cross or not? So those are just like some of the everyday stressors that I think about. And yeah, hopefully that was enlightening for you. If you want to know more about disability, like I would like to share more about my vision and my disability, but I don't know what people are curious about. I've lived with it my whole life, so it's very normal to me. But if you have questions, or if you like want to know something specific about a certain situation, just go ahead and ask. It's also why like I can't even see myself in my viewfinder like lens thing. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. If you have questions that you want to ask me, feel free. I don't mind being asked questions. I think it isn't realistic to expect people to know these things. It's not part of their experience, and I know some people are like, it's not my job to educate other people on XYZ. My personal perspective is, why would I ever expect somebody who doesn't have this or doesn't deal with this to understand what it's like? I mean, you can go and do your own education on disability or whatever it is, but it's different for everybody. Everybody's experience is different. Everybody has different problems, at least in the world of disability. So I'm not bothered, and I don't mind helping educate. So ask away. I'm going to shower and call my dad back because he called while I was running, and I'm going to figure out what the rest of my evening looks like. I need to eat some food eventually. All right, I'll catch up with you later. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday around 7 in the morning. Last night was good. I just chatted with my dad a little bit and putzed around the house and finished the last vlog that went out. So I think this is probably 2 vlogs later. I'm still behind, need to catch up, need to figure out how to do this more effectively. I think this is probably the worst vlog I've done so far. I don't know yet. We'll see what happens when I edit it together. Yeah, sorry if it is. Just waiting for my coffee to cool down enough so I can start caffeinating. And I think I'm gonna do a little bit of morning yoga today. After the 10-mile walk we did with Svet and Mira on Saturday, and then a 5-mile run plus walking around the neighborhood yesterday, my legs are very sore and I definitely need a bit of yoga. So I'm gonna do that and then get to work. I definitely have a long list of things to do this week. And before my first call of the day, which is around 9:30. Yeah, so it'll be a good work week. I'm not really sure what this week is gonna look like. Last week, I had something pretty much every night of the week. And so it was very like scheduled and structured and full of things. This week, there's nothing on the books and it's a long holiday weekend around here, which I don't have any plans for, which is, to be honest, kind of got me bummed out. Yesterday, really, I was feeling it. I feel very trapped right now. This is kind of turning into a bit of a vlog about like the ways in which disability impacts me, which I'm okay with, so hopefully you're okay with that too. Because of my eyesight, I don't have a driver's license, which means that I'm very much stuck being here, which isn't bad. I'm very happy. I love Seattle. It's a beautiful city. It just means it's very hard for me to get out of the city unless I'm going to another large city. So, you know, I could go down to Portland. I would love to go to Vancouver. I haven't been to Vancouver in years, but obviously the border with Canada is currently still like essential travel only. So that's unfortunate. But even just getting out and about into the surrounding area, it's a lot harder to do. My inability, because of my vision, to just pick up and go to the mountains or do day trips around the area means that I'm very limited to a very small geography. And even if it's beautiful geography and even if you really like it, that is still sort of a claustrophobic feeling for me anyway. And that was sort of hitting yesterday, and the lack of plans for the long weekend, or at all. Like, I have nothing planned. Partially because I really do need to spend time settling into the condo, but partially because it's just really hard to plan. It's okay. I mean, I know me and I will plan something. I'm a very proactive person. It's there's always something to do, even if it's just wandering around your neighborhood, and there are always people to hang out with. And even if they're not, I'm pretty content to hang out with myself, so that's good. Anyway, I should get this coffee in me and stop rambling. Good evening. Today was just work from home, so it was pretty low-key, but this evening I've been trying really hard to do a couple of the tasks that I've been putting off, including putting my blinds back up. And what I've discovered is that despite many years of shop class in high school, like I took several shop classes because I thought it was fun, I apparently have forgotten how to use a power tool. I feel like as a homeowner, you really have to know how to do some of these things. So I was trying to do it. Anyway, the blinds are up, at least most of them. Those are up. The one on the corner is up. And then the one in my room is up finally, which is great because I've been, you know, sleeping in my room without blinds. But let me show you how the garden is progressing because I don't think I've given you an update on that in a while. Welcome to some of my plants. I have 2 balconies. I think I've said that before. So this is the Roma tomato, and it's got some nice buds coming in there. There's a couple of other tomato plants that I don't think are doing much yet. And then this is a little cherry tomato plant. Also got some buds coming up. And then my carrots have started to come up. So can you see the carrots? It's so exciting. I'm very happy. And then these are radishes, and they're doing really good. I had bought this plant stand holder hoping that I could save some space, but I don't think that's gonna work. So we'll use it, but just for something else. Along. I don't think I ever properly showed you the chairs that I got. These are the article chairs, and I love them. I'm trying really hard to find throw pillows for them. But I do have a rug coming, and I think once the rug comes this week, then I'll know a little bit better what kind of color scheme I want to go for. So that's kind of where things are at today. Nothing too crazy. The lighting in here is truly terrible. Sorry. Yeah. So I think I need to make myself some kind of dinner. Honestly, I should cook something. I should definitely cook something that I can take into the office with me tomorrow, but probably just gonna go across the street and pick up some some cucumber and some hummus and snack on that. Honestly, that just sounds way more appealing to me. This is why I'm trying to grow cucumbers, because I honestly eat a shit ton of cucumber. So when I went to the store, I checked the mail, and a package that I've been waiting for has arrived. And if it's what I think it is, and I'm not really expecting anything other than this, I am very excited, and I am really hoping it turns out good. Yeah, alright. That's the bigger print than I thought it was going to be. This is the shower curtain I ordered off of Etsy. And actually the seller was super nice. I like misread her sizing, and it's a thing that she's dealt with before, and she just reached out to me to make sure that I was getting the right size. Turns out I had actually ordered the wrong size, so I didn't know there were hooks in it as well. That's so nice. So it was really nice of her to double check with me. And so it's this fun little orange and gray print. Yeah, and actually it kind of matches my shirt. Yeah, that's nice. It's not as thick as I might have wanted it to be, because it's pretty sheer. Like, I wish there was a back lining to this, but honestly, for the price, it was like 40 or 50 bucks. This is pretty nice. And I didn't know that she was going to include the shower hooks. I already have some that I bought, so I'll probably give these away, but yeah. Let me get this up on the shower, and I will show you in just a second. Okay, I've put it up, and I have some thoughts on it. But also, I just got my first comment from somebody else on YouTube. I'm so excited. Thank you so much. That really just made my evening. And it was a good tip on what to see when you're in Chicago. So next time I'm out there, I'll definitely consider, I think they said to take the south line and check out some dunes down by, I think, probably the southern end of the lake. So I'll definitely check that out. Check out the, it's just the one that I posted today too. It's the Chicago and Milwaukee trip. So thanks again, made my day. Anyway, let's look at this shower curtain. So I like the pattern. I think probably everybody is digging. This is supposed to be a mud cloth pattern or style, definitely not actual mud cloth, but it's supposed to be a mud cloth print. And I really like that style. I like that it's geometric and a little mid-century and a little playful and fun. So I really love the pattern. Like I said earlier, I wish the material were a little thicker and that it was lined, but also, yeah, okay, no, I'm not crazy. They've actually like switched halfway up. It goes from like light to dark thread, and then around the top, you can see it's dark thread. And then, really weirdly, they gave me an extra holes. Like, so there's 13 loops to put your thing in, but so I just doubled it up, and actually that looks like a nicer end than what was on there before, but it's just kind of strange. I mean, I don't really think most people are going to spend time picking it apart, so I don't think it's a problem. Also, this still needs to be painted. I need to paint this room white, so I think that'll look much better in here. The shower curtain I kind of had been eyeing was from the Citizenry, which is like a home goods online store that does a lot of fair trade, organic, small artisan stuff. And it's beautiful stuff, but it's pretty expensive. And I just needed a shower curtain, and I really couldn't justify spending like $130 on a shower curtain versus like $40 on a shower curtain. And this is fine. Maybe someday I will swap it out for something from the Citizenry or some other really, really fancy place. But waiting for my pizza to cook. And yeah, I decided to get pizza. They had like 4 for $5 on the cucumbers, so I'm also stocked up on cucumbers for later. Love cucumber. Happy Wednesday. It's been a fairly quiet week so far. Monday was pretty chill, just hanging out at home. I think I chatted with you guys a bit that day, showed you the new shower curtain. And then yesterday I just went into the office and then went to my friend's place to watch the Great British Baking Show, which is kind of the thing that we've been doing throughout the pandemic. And it was my friend Maya's birthday yesterday. So poor girl, she got handed a parking ticket on her birthday. Womp womp. You know, some years are just like that. But anyway, tonight I am again kind of chilling out at home. I've got some extra work to do that I need to get to before I go to bed, but I thought today would be a great day to try the self tanner. Yep, it's time. I have been trying to kind of prep my skin for this. Everything I've read says that you're supposed to exfoliate for several days beforehand. I mean, I almost always, every time I get in the shower, I use my little exfoliating gloves and my body wash, so I do already do that pretty regularly. But then they also say to shave the day before. And the reason for that is because when you shave and you kind of open up that hair follicle, then when you tan, that hair follicle can absorb more of the tanning product itself, and then you get darker spots on your legs. So they say to shave the day before, and then the next day do the tanning so that your follicles have a chance to close up, which we'll see. That sounds, I mean, that makes sense to me, I think. I don't know much about these things, but it makes sense, I guess. So that's what I did. I shaved yesterday. And yeah, we're gonna try self-tanning today. I figure if it goes terribly wrong and I end up super patchy and streaky, then I have a couple of days to exfoliate, mainly Thursday and Friday before I have to like really be seen in public. I ended up making plans for the weekend because, as I was saying earlier, I was feeling kind of trapped and I just really needed to get out there and do something, and I sort of put that out there to my friends and they've come through for me. So I am going to the peninsula to where my friend lives in Port Orchard. Gonna see her new house and hang out with her, have a nice little day trip. Monday I am probably gonna go, I'm hoping to do a hike on Monday with one of my friends, and then potentially Sunday, I'm going to do some kayaking and maybe some brewery hopping with another friend. So at least that'll be 2 days out of Seattle if I'm lucky, and that'll, I think, help a lot. I really love hiking, and it's just a lot of the people that I have hiked with previously have either moved away or in one case we broke up. So it's just been a little bit of a bummer of a spring not being able to get out to the mountains as much as I would like to, but that's okay. Things are going to turn around, and this summer is going to be great, I suspect. So anyway, that's a lot of rambling. I'm going to get in the shower and I'm going to get this self tanner on. Applied all the things based on what I read, which was to start from your legs up. Of course, you're skipping over your feet first, so starting basically from just above the ankle, working your way up with the mitt, arms, torso, neck, chest, a little bit up into the neck, and then the back with thing. I've like put the mitt on the scrubby thing and did the whole back thing. Lots of things were done, and then I used the spray mist on my face, and I kind of tried to buff it in with one of my clean makeup brushes just because I wanted to make sure that it was evenly distributed. So hopefully I've done that well. I should have gotten one with a guide color, I think, because the clear stuff is probably like a little, well, it's obviously very difficult to see because there's no guide color, but it's extra difficult for me. They like, follow the sheen. I don't see a sheen. Anyway, so I've applied the tan. You're supposed to wait at least 8 hours. I'll rinse it off in the morning, I think. What I am gonna say is that it feels just a little sticky on my skin, and all of me feels quite sticky, so I assume I got it everywhere it's supposed to go. But yeah, seems pretty mess free, which is why I went with the Purity instead of their classic bronzing mousse, because I didn't want to get my sheets and clothes messy, and I know that it doesn't, I don't know. Anyway, I just didn't want to deal with it or take the risk. So I went for the Purity one. Yeah, I will show you the results in the morning. Okay, everybody, it is now Thursday morning, and this is the results of my little St Tropez experiment. Honestly, I don't see much of a difference. I think there's a slight golden tinge to what is otherwise very pasty skin. So I think that's good, but it doesn't really, I don't feel like I got a tan, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know that it did a whole lot for me, but that could be my inability to see. I honestly have no idea. So in the comments below, let me know if you think I look more tan. I also can't tell if there's any streaks. It doesn't seem like there's any streaks. So I did a comparison on the pictures that I took yesterday and this morning, and it's there. It's actually just like very subtle and nice, kind of a nice little golden tinge to what can otherwise be quite pasty skin. So that worked, I guess. It's just very, very subtle and like hard to notice if you aren't doing like a direct comparison. So I think that's going to be it for this vlog. Let me know in the comments if you think that this is a good look for me, or if you're like, no, you don't actually look tan at all. I will see you in the next one, and hopefully we will be having some very fun adventures outside of Seattle. See ya.